Program contains language and audio images which may be found disturbing and may not be suitable for your snotty-nosed little brat who probably cusses like a sailor behind your back anyway. Parental discretion is advised.
Daddy, I'm coming to see you. At visiting hours next week. Mama ain't been doing too well. I'll tell you more when we speak. And Billy's loving high school. He's out there blocking for JV. I'm sure he's gonna come around by the time you get released. It's Friday night, the inmates go quiet. Listen for a voice they know. It's prison.
It's time to holler down the pipe chase and rattle them bars, because we're going to do a prison show for you right here at beautiful old, historic old, exciting new KPFT Houston, from the heart of Montrose, where we all hope tomorrow will be a better day.
Dreams, I can see your freedom. I will hold you once more. The men with no visitors, no money on the books. Remember, David's always gonna be here. You're never so alone. This ain't my love. It's Friday night, the inmates go quiet. Listen for a voice they know. It's prison radio. Prison radio.
And welcome to the Prison Show. It's Friday night, September 29th. And we're all in the studio. We've got David. Oh, he smiled because y'all could hear that, right? Y'all could hear that.
Yeah.
We've got Linda, the birthday girl. Hi.
Well, y'all both birthday month.
Yeah, it's
Don't you get a birthday month now?
I know I do. I've made it this far, and so has Linda. So we have a birth month. Hell
There you
yeah.
go.
And then we have Javier with his braids,
He got his due.
his due. His due.
You're really not liking my dude, huh?
No, I like it.
It's,
I
don't
mean-
be jealous. Don't be jealous.
Yeah.
I am jealous of the due. Yes,
You can
I
get
am.
you can get your hair done too.
I can. I can get it done. I'm still traumatized about the fact that I found out what cockroach
dander?
dander
Oh, yeah.
is. I did not. I've gone all week knowing I'm allergic to it, but I was like, how can they have dander? And then they told me to not. At work, they I guess they didn't want to traumatize me at work.
So they didn't tell you what it was?
No.
You didn't Google it?
No, I was just walking around going, how do they have dander? Well, now I know. I know what it is now.
It's not that they have dandruff.
Yeah, I know. Yes. Yeah, okay. Whatever. We also have,
We got a full house.
we have a full house. We have Jimmy, Fitz, and Elizabeth in the house also. They're going to be on the show tonight.
You guys know, you remember Jamal? Yeah, Jamal Weber. He was in the ministry program, right? And he passed away. That's his wife, Elizabeth. She's a great supporter.
So we have a great show, but real quick, big shout out on the WIN unit, Todd Carmen with the Echo. He informed us tonight that the Echo is going to be available to us out here. WSDTX.org. It's a digital version. Woohoo! I'm pretty excited because I've never, it's
So I get to read Darby again?
apparently, yes. And he's also going to be doing an interview with Brian Collier. Maybe ask him about the food. What up with the food, man?
We did a interview with Brian Collier once.
I know, I was there for it, but we had a limited.
Yeah, they only They made me give them questions ahead of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Hank was there.
Well, that's a good reason.
That's why, because Hank was here. All right, tonight, David has a great show lined up. I'm sure you guys remember, or people who've been listening to KPFT for a while, Skyla Dawn, co-host on KPFT's Damage Control and the new HD2 Beats and Buzz with Skyla Dawn. She's going to be on tonight. I know. I logged on to check it out. He's giving me the finger already. Dr. Terri LeClercq, retired English professor, queen of the Prison Show Book Club, and author of Prison Grievances, When to Write, How to Write, as well of at least 4 other books. Jimmy Fitz, certified peer recovery support specialist, specializing in mentoring, counseling, homelessness services for career and recovery resources, and recovery advocate for Luna Recovery. That's a mouthful.
Yeah, and he's done all that. You've done all that since you got out, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! All right.
Way to go.
So let's get on over. Skyla on line 2. Hi, Skyla.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Hi,
sure
can you hear me?
How you doing?
Hey, guys. I'm good. This is Skyla Dawn with Damage Control and Beats and Buzz with Skyla Dawn. And I probably have some listeners out there right now.
I'm sure
I
you got
bet
a
you
few.
do. I bet you do.
Well, shout out to everybody in all the units. I love you guys so much, and I really appreciate all your support with Damage Control. And now I have my new show.
And when's that going to come on?
That comes on Mondays at 8 p.m. on the HD2 channel, and then they also replay it on Thursdays at 3 a.m. on the HD2 channel.
Cool.
And you still do
Yeah.
the damage control, right?
Oh, yes. Yes. Damage Control has been going on for 21 and a half years now. So I've been there 9.5. But yes, we will be doing Damage Control until there is no more KPFT.
And what about
so
Bees and
hopefully
Butts?
forever. Well, Beats and Buzz, we'll see. That's, I had another show, a podcast, Life Uncensored. And so this is kind of a piece of that. Life Uncensored was an hour show. This is a 30-minute show. So it's just a little piece of that. And I do it a little different than Damage Control. Damage Control is all hip-hop, and it's always been all hip-hop. On my Beats and Buzz, I do more genres, more pop. I still do hip-hop, of course. But I bring in, like this month, I'm doing Hispanic Heritage Month. So I'm picking all Hispanic and Latino or Latina singers, artists, and putting that music on. So I kind of do Beats and Buzz however I want to. Damage Control was set up before me. So I've been trying to keep it like it was. But Beats and Buzz is mine.
So is DJ Chill still with Damage Control?
DJ Chill is still with Damage Control. I'll never let him get completely away from it. But once KPFT, once we closed down and we went into COVID mode,
right.
He was a little more separated from it because he does have his own business. And so for us to get everything together was a little bit harder. So Zeke Bobby and DJ Chill are my co-host, but they're not on a lot lately. I've kind of been holding it down with DJs in Houston and myself and bringing them in when I can get them.
Okay, so are you still answering mail from the men and women inside?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I get mail in both places. So Markeisha sends me mail from the P.O. box, and Robin sends me mail from the Caroline address. So I definitely get mail from both places, and however they want to send it. I get Instagram messages, I get Facebook messages. However anyone can get a hold of me, I definitely answer it and give them shout-outs on Damage Control.
And I know they love it. I am friends with a few of them that remember you. So they were really pumped to know that you were going to be doing this interview tonight. So
Oh, that's exciting.
it is exciting. So you do shout-outs to them on Damage Control.
On Damage Control, yes. If they send me shout-outs, I will give them shout-outs. If I don't have any letters, because it's been a little bit slower going, getting them from Robin or getting them from Markeisha. Markeisha sends them every week if they go to the P.O. box, but it's a little harder getting them from the station. So what I do is I will just shout out all the units. So I just pull up the units and I shout them all out. So if I don't have other shout outs to do like individual shout outs, then I'll try to shout out all the units because I just want to make sure that they know that they're thought of and they're the reason I do Damage Control.
Cool. And in the new show, how do you you said that you were going to have other people on and you're going to play different genres. So, I mean, how do you determine?
Yeah. Well, what I do, okay, so the premise behind Beats and Buzz is it's my personality and it's about me. Now, my personality, of course, comes out on Damage Control, but Beats and Buzz is totally me. So I play, you may hear Taylor Swift or you may hear Lil Yachty. I mean, it depends on how I'm feeling that week. So I pick my top 5 songs for the week, and I play them and talk about them and why they're my top 5. And then I get into, like, crazy wild buzz, not necessarily like gossips, but things that are happening around the world, mostly the country, that are just insane. You know, like someone getting eaten by an alligator in Florida because they went past the no alligator signs and how
I remember
smart that is. You know, stuff like that.
It's not funny, but
No, it's not funny, but it is.
Not,
I mean,
it's not.
It's bizarre.
It's not funny. It's bizarre.
Yeah.
It's bizarre.
It's like that
and
sign,
so that's kind of
no swimming alligators or whatever, and they're thinking that the alligators don't swim.
yes. Thank you. Yeah, so yeah, and some some of the stuff like this week I'm sure I'll talk about Britney Spears and just anything that's going on that's in the news.
Oh, she's kind of freaky now. I see her the other day
gosh.
on Instagram dancing with knives.
Knives.
Yeah.
Knives. Well, on a marble floor with no shoes on.
Yeah.
What could go
yeah,
wrong? What could go wrong?
And then she tried to say that they weren't really knives. That it was Halloween. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
This is why she needed a conservatorship.
Exactly.
Is that why her old man left her?
Yeah, I think he left it for the money, but I mean,
Probably so.
Yeah, but she does need a little bit of help, but
A little.
So I'm a
tad.
yeah, so I'm a little more I don't want to say mean girl, but I'm a little more, I do, like with Damage Control, I try to keep it very supportive and uplifting, and, I call myself the mama bear. Sometimes I'm a little preachy to the guys that are away because I want them to be kind to each other and to themselves. But on Beats and Buzz, I get a little more, I bring in a little bit more sass, I guess.
Ooh, I like it. I like sass.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people like sass. That's awesome.
All right. Well, you got a
That's
couple of
fine.
minutes left. You want to tell the guys maybe how they can reach out to you? If they don't know already? I mean, you probably get millions of letters.
Yeah, I do. I don't get as many as pre-COVID. Sometimes I was getting like 69 letters a week, things like that. I'm not getting as many as that. And Damage Control has been moved twice since we've gotten new management. So people keep getting lost. I mean, I get every single week someone contacts me and asks me if Damage Control is still on or how they can find me. So it is Thursday mornings at 1 to 3 a.m. So it's either Thursday morning or it's Wednesday night, depending on if you're a late nighter. So 1 to 3 a.m. And they can write to the Caroline address. I don't have that handy with me right now.
4504 Caroline.
Okay, 4504 Caroline. They can write to me there or at the P.O. box. I know the P.O. box is more for corporate, but Markeisha does get me the letters from there. So either one, write to me, have your people contact me. If you're an artist or you have friends that are artists, have them send me music to htownnewmusic@gmail.com. And I will, as long as it's clean, I will play it no matter what artist it is.
As long as it's clean.
Yeah,
As
they
long
send
as
us
it's
clean
clean.
versions. So most of the time, we played one night. It wasn't so clean.
Yeah, it
we had to hit the button and take it off.
Whoopsie.
Well, see, I don't have a button because I pre-record now. So I just tell I'm kind of mean in this way. I just tell them if they send me unclean music, I'm deleting it and I won't play them again on my show. So they have to send me clean music because in hip hop a lot of music is not clean.
Yeah. Well, that was my
so
job.
So they have to take a little effort.
I should have listened to it beforehand, but I trusted the person who sent it to me, and I didn't realize it was not clean. So.
Yeah, well, and sometimes people don't understand exactly what clean, because clean to me and you, being on the radio, may not be what someone who, is a street dude thinks is clean. So I always tell them, no N-words, no cuss words, send it to me that way, or I can't play it. So... Well,
South Park Mexican and Droopy Marinas both send me clean stuff, so we're pretty cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, we're out of time, and we appreciate you coming on, and good luck with the new show.
Thank you so much. I truly appreciate you guys having me, and I love all my fans and listeners. Thank you guys for tuning in and keeping me on the air.
Thank you, Skyla.
Cool.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
All right. Now, one of my favorite people is Dr. Terri LeClercq. She's with the book club and the prison grievances, and we all know that we can learn a lot from that. Right, Miss Terri?
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
How are you?
Thank you for having me, and it was wonderful to listen to Skyla. I'm never awake from 1 to 3 a.m., so I just have to take her word for that other people listen.
You can listen on the archives.
Yeah, I could, since I never heard of her before, but now I can. Yeah, she sounds so articulate and intelligent. Thank you for having her on. It added to my knowledge.
Yeah, they used to play right after us. We would get out at 11 and they would go on at 11. So we would high five each other on the way through the door.
I want to start tonight by telling a story on myself so you guys can laugh, okay?
All right.
Yes. I was in HEB buying some bananas and whatnot when I got a phone call, a little cell phone call. And I never pick up my phone, but oh, well, there I am. And some lady said, press one or something. And it turned out it was somebody calling from PDC. Nobody knows my telephone number, but this guy does. He was zapped away 2 months ago. He had worked at our house, in our yard, in our house for almost 40 years before he got zapped on a third DWI. But anyway, I didn't know that. I didn't know that he was calling. And I'd been worried for 2 months. The guy disappeared into TDC, gone. So here I am with the bananas in one hand and the cell phone in the other. And somebody is saying, push one if, push one. And I never even got to hear what unit he got sent to. And I was so excited, Dani. I was turning around and around in HEB, and the bananas were flying everywhere. And I didn't have another hand, so I had to drop the bananas, try to find out how to push one. And by then, they had hung up, and they don't call back. I know. I know.
No. Well, you can send him a message.
I can send him a message right here. Call back. Okay. But the moral of the story, guys, is this. Sometimes when you call and somebody doesn't pick right up and say, yes, we'll pay for it or whatever is going on, you have to assume they have bananas in their hand and they're turning around in the middle of HEB because we're not always prepared unless it's always going to be an 8 o'clock call or something like that. Anyway, I really hope you can get back in touch with me. Yes. And remember that, guys. We want to hear from you. We respect you. We think about you all the time. But remember that we also have lives out here, right? We don't just sit and wait. So let everybody know before you start calling.
Thank you, Terri. You just said a mouthful. If we registered you, then we want to hear from you.
Right. Well, he's the only he's the only inmate who has my telephone number. So I wasn't too worried about that because he had it for 40 years, right? But I just couldn't find how to press one, doggone it, on the cell phone. Okay. Step number 2 here, guys. You can laugh all you want at my banana story. There's a journal from Drexel, Drexel, University Law School. It's a nice little law school. They had an entire issue this last month about criminal justice. And here's something that I found really interesting. In the United States, more than 55,000 people are serving life sentences without possibility of parole. 55,000 people. A fate that some of the sentencing reform advocates call death by incarceration. I think I agree with that. There's a professor who worked alongside a recently released lifer to write this award-winning law review, arguing that those sentences deprive prisoners of an essential right to redemption. And they argue that the U.S. should reform outmoded and inhumane sentencing policies. I think we could all say amen to that, right?
Absolutely.
You probably have people on, maybe even tonight, who would like to talk about life without parole. I still can't even believe it exists. I can't believe it's legal. It's just like the Texas Civil Commitment Center. There is no way that's a legal situation, but there it is.
There it is.
Okay,
yeah.
Number 3, I wanted to give you a heads up on a case that's coming to the Supreme Court this next session. It's called Pulsiver v. United States, Pulsiver. It's coming in the next session for the Supreme Court, and I think you guys are going to find it interesting. The question is, the First Step Act of 2018 for federal defendants, can you qualify for a federal drug sentencing safety valve? They have a safety valve, and it says as long as you don't have more than 4 criminal points, they call it, as long as you don't have a 3-point offense, I'll bet that's murder, a 2-point offense, or whether a defendant satisfies criteria, as long as he doesn't have A, B, or C. And the reason I want to bring that up is that, first of all, it might actually come down to Texas, and we might actually have to deal with it. But it's really interesting to me because the question was in the 8th Circuit, and it ended up going to the United States Supreme Court because they can't decide if a comma in the sentence means that you have to have all 3 or any one of the safety valve provisions. As an English teacher, of course, I find that utterly fascinating. And in my book, I tell you, don't use long streams that have ands and ors in the same sentence. But nobody read my book. No. And they went ahead and passed this First Step Act of 2018 without asking me. So that will be coming up pretty soon. And I think it's really interesting. It's a departure from the mandatory minimum sentence. Do you have to have all 3 criteria? Can you have only one? It's going to affect a lot of people. And I hope that you guys are on it there at the radio station, and I hope the people who are listening are on it also.
Well, now I'm on it.
Them.
I did not, the comma case, I did not know about that.
Yeah, it's already online.
Well, there are a lot
I
of comma cases out there.
The result is already there?
No, I mean, they're talking about it. I mean, it's all the buzz, I guess.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Well, thank you for bringing that up.
Sure. I've been involved in a lot of litigation that has to do with commas and ors and ands and whatnot, but nothing, a lot of business cases. There's one in Canada that was a business case, and it was called the $1 billion comma. It was a .com thing. It was amazing. Anyway, you can read my book, but believe me, commas are important.
Yeah, it
right?
changes the whole story, doesn't it?
Well,
sometimes it really can.
Right. And I know we don't have time. I was going to read you this poem that Andre Johnson, who's now at Michael's unit, sent me. I will remind everybody listening, I have 2 hats for this Precision Show. One, I try to help you write clear enough that administrators who read in your grievances know what in the heck you're talking about. And if the grievance actually gets through step 1 and 2, help you write for the court so that the court can understand what you're saying. It's not just bad penmanship. It's bad writing. Sometimes I can read 5 pages of somebody's legal brief and I don't even know what the question is. So I do that. And then on the other hand, I try to talk to you guys about literature, which I can't do today because we talked about that case. But if you write a poem about having to get on the medical bus, what do they call that? What is the bus called?
The Bluebird?
If you can change, Bluebird and chain. If you can write a poem about what it's really like and catch the essence of that, I will be so happy to read it on air for you, because the poem I was going to read you was about buses, but it has nothing to do with that Bluebird experience you guys have. And I don't think anybody would believe it. I do not believe anyone not in the prison system can believe what that experience is like. So I invite you guys, write a poem, tell us about it, and I'll read it.
All right, Terri, give us your address. Somebody was asking for it the other day.
Right. It's Dr. Terri, Terri, LeClercq, LE, capital CLERCQ, and anything along those lines will find me. 727 East 26th Street, 727 East 26th Street, Austin, 78705. That's the address at the law school, where I have a little cubby. I retired from there about 10 years ago, but I still have a little cubby where they get my mail. And they always are really happy when they see lots of letters coming in that they know I'm going to answer, and I will answer them. Even if it's slow, I will nevertheless answer them.
All right. Well,
I like you.
Thank you, Terri. You have a great weekend, and we will talk to you in
6 weeks.
6 weeks.
6. Okay. Happy birthday to all of us.
And happy birthday to you, Miss Terri.
Thank you. Thank you. Got older by another year. Oh, well. Good night. Thanks for letting me be on. Good night.
Night.
All right. And now we have Jimmy Fitz with that long, your long title.
You want to shorten it for us, or?
Yeah. I just.
Yeah, talk into it. You got to talk into it. It's old school.
I'm going to be like Hank. If you do this like that.
Yeah. So it's summed up as just a recovery coach for social services. I kind of mixed the two in. And I cover from addiction to mental health to homeless, housing, employment. Like, we do it all at Career Recovery Resources. Once somebody is at a place they want to change and they want to change their future, then we try to hit every barrier that we can, from shelter, food, transportation.
And what was the name of it again?
Career and Recovery Resources.
And where is that at?
2525 San Jacinto, downtown. We're in the new building. The old building of the alternative services, where everyone that's getting out is doing their classes and the recovery stuff. And on the other side, we have employment.
So how long ago did Mr. Berry retire?
Mr. Berry retired, I believe it was last year, because I was just 1 year in. And, he was one of the directors over the alternative services.
Yeah, he's been on our show a couple of times. So a lot of guys write their names down, and whenever they want to write, they'll write him, and they won't know that he's been retired. So hopefully they'll get the message.
Yeah.
They can reach you at this address.
Yeah. You can write to 2525 San Jacinto. If you are working on, say, your parole and you don't have somewhere to parole to, you can contact me, and I have sober living houses, halfway houses. I'm plugged also with Crosswalk. Cool. It's a ministry for reentry, and I can get you connected with those individuals.
What's the zip code?
77002.
And does that include sex offenders also?
Yes, ma'am. At this time, we have 3 SO cases. These are individuals that have done multiple years, and they're really stuck in the employment industry. And so we are employing them. There's only certain work sites they can go on. There's only certain jobs they can go on, but we do the best we can to service them. They do qualify for housing. That's not a barrier. That's anybody can apply for it, and they qualify as well.
I know there's quite a
need. Yeah.
A need. There's a big need for employment for a lot of sex offenders. We did have someone that used to come on the show that
He passed away.
Michael.
Michael.
Michael. I'm sorry, I can't remember his last name. But just the need that you would be filling just for that alone.
Even housing, because
even
there's a lot of housing that they can't be around
God.
because all of a sudden there's a school or a school bus
Yeah.
stop or something like that.
Yeah, so when it comes to the housing, just like a background, just like a felony, it's just like any other felony, as long as it's not in a certain parameters of a school or anything. But they're required to house every person that qualifies for housing. So whether your background, now there's certain places you can go, there's certain places that you're not going to qualify for, but they're going to get you in somewhere. And I can personally testify to so many countless situations that it was almost impossible, and they did get housing. Unfortunately, the only work site that they were going to go on was one of ours. Last year we were overseeing 5 different work sites. We worked with the city of Houston. There's another program called Employment to Empowerment. That's where majority of a lot of people are coming out of prison. They don't exactly know what their future holds. They don't know what services they qualify for. And so I sometimes really have to educate, like, no, you can get housing. You can sign up for emergency food stamps. You can do this. I feel like for so many years, I gave 13 and a half years of my life to the state of Texas, and I just wanted to be that voice for the guys coming out that, hey, man, there's opportunity. And as soon as you say, hey, I need help, I want it, we're going to walk with you the whole way.
So certain crimes don't qualify for emergency food stamps, or did they change that?
No. So as far as I know right now, the emergency food stamps goes out to everybody for the first 90 days. Now, if you do have certain cases, then you wouldn't qualify. But I know when I was getting out in 2016 that everyone, because I had drug charges, I had aggravated robberies, I've had it all. So I qualified for the first 90, but after that I didn't.
What?
Yeah, I got emergency food stamps, but after that I didn't get any more.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I had and all I had was a weed charge. But,
Okay.
So now I lost my train of thought, David.
hey, you got to talk about emergency food stamps.
Right, because that's
Yeah.
a big thing. Now, you
Right.
said that you did your time in the state of Texas, but you also mentioned earlier you did some time for the feds, which shout out to our feds because they're listening too.
Yeah. So I was at Three Rivers in the medium in 2000. I think it was 2002 to 2004. I had a minor drug chase charge in a small town by Victoria, and so it wasn't big time, but I seen a lot. It actually, because of the good living, I was like, man, prison time over here is, I can do a bunch of this. But when I went to TDC, I was like, yeah, this ain't what's up.
This sucks.
Yeah, so that's how I started. I got my first charge in 2002 to 2004. I got released 90 days later. I went back for 4 years. And then I got out for 6 months, went to state jail, got out for 5 months, and then I did almost 7. And I landed on Beto unit where, I went through Kairos. Shout out to Kairos 52 in 2014. And then 2015, I went on the rec yard, told my homeboys I was done, and 11 days later I made parole and I came home at 16.
You go, boy.
Yeah.
You still involved with Kairos at all?
Yeah, so when I got out, I was supposed to, I was getting off parole, and instead of doing the right thing, I was unfortunately in the wrong places, and I ended up going back to the streets. And now, currently, since 2017, I've been on 8 years deferred, and 6 years deferred. I caught 3 cases in like 30 days. So my interaction with going inside right now is very limited due to probation and just the ministries and stuff, how that stuff works. But I'm trying to get back involved with them. But at this time, I'm just not really involved. This is like the closest
but after
I got.
6 years being on probation, you'd think your probation officer would trust you. You got a great job. You're doing all the right things.
Yeah, it's not really on her. It's just some of these ministries. If you don't do it their way or do things how they see it, then so I just haven't been able to get involved with the right people. Like getting involved with y'all it was a blessing because I wasn't involved at all, and I've always wanted to. So.
Well, we're a blessing.
Yeah, I know. Trust me. Trust me.
I'm being sarcastic.
So you used to listen to us, right?
Yeah. I was on. I think I was on Michael's unit or Beto, one of them, and I would hear all the different shout outs, and I was like, who are they? And then she told me, and I was like, whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah, the first time I heard it was on Cofield. And you wouldn't think that we could hear it way up there, but on a good, clear night, we get it up. We used to get it up there.
Dang,
and then they moved me to, I was on the Gib Lewis unit. Okay. And that was closer. So I really got Ray I used to listen to Ray all the time, and I couldn't believe that somebody actually cared about us.
Yeah.
I thought we were lost. I thought I was going to be in there forever,
Yeah.
And my number is 540-850.
Wow. That's deep.
Old school. Yeah, but there's guys down there that are even older than me. So I mean, it's not that,
Yeah, I know. That's the numbers because mine was 1271341, and I hear guys talking about the 5 and the old law. That's how I was considered.
Yeah, well, there's even an older law than mine.
Oh,
so,
see, that blows
there's
me
even
away.
an older law. There's a 1/3 law.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'm under the quarter law.
Yeah, you're under the quarter law, so there was a 1/3.
But the bad thing about my law is I have a 3G offense, so I either made parole or did it all because it wasn't 50% or whatever.
Yeah.
So, she's watching that clock.
Yeah.
We really appreciate you coming on. I mean, we love having you. You're welcome to come back.
Yeah. Thank you.
I'd like to stay in touch with you.
Yeah, definitely.
I think you're going to be getting. I know Linda and I get a lot of questions because we have a lot of interaction, a lot with obviously death row, but general population also. Mm-hmm. They're going to be very interested in especially the sex offender information. So get ready.
Yeah, and if you're listening, man, I just wanted to just share with you right now. I know you can't see me, but I look just like you. I'm covered in tattoos.
He is.
I come from that lifestyle. I have a job. I have 2 jobs. I work at a drug treatment facility too. Like, never in a million years I thought this would be happening. It's only by the grace of God I'm here today. And I just want you to know that don't let nobody, I don't care who they are, I don't care how long they've been in this business, tell you that you can't do something. There's resources, living proof, living example. That's what we are. And so we're out here. And we're here to do everything possible to help you get to the next level.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You got 2 minutes left if you want to make some shout-outs or something.
Yeah, I just want to shout out my sisters watching, my daughter. She's amazing. She's watching. Shout out to Beto Unit, Kairos, everyone I've been involved with from Michael's unit. They used to call me Stunner in TDC, but I've changed it now. I just wanted to give a shout-out to anybody that is down there right now that may be losing hope. And, man, hey, you can change. It's possible. There's network. There's resources. You got my address. You got the address here. I'm an open book when it comes to anything you're dealing with. From any type of background, I don't judge because of the professionalism I'm involved with. So don't ever think like your background's too bad or it's we can work with anything.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And I'm sure David's going to be asking you to come back really, really soon. All right. Now we're going to skip on over to our death row angels. All right. Good evening, everyone on Texas Death Row and everyone else listening. Did y'all know that Clinton Young filed suit against the prosecutor? Did y'all know that? Well, I sent the article to a few people on the on death row. If y'all would like it, let Linda and I know. We can get it over to you. So right now, Texas has 5 scheduled executions. Get your phones out, because now is the time to call the governor's office. Ask your family and friends to call 512-463-2000 or 512-463-1782. Tell the governor you oppose the death penalty and all executions. Tell your friends and family to start calling the county DAs. No one voice is too small, like my friend Leroy at the PAC unit says. But if we all work together, sometimes we don't even want to. I know this morning I didn't. Linda sent me some little clip that was like, what the heck? Okay. So, like I said, right now we have 5 scheduled executions. Jedediah Murphy on October the 10th. William Spear, October 26th. Brent Brewer on November the 9th. David Rentiera, November the 16th. Ivan Cantu on February 28th. Now, as my friend Moy says, here's the news you can use. I keep mentioning the Supreme Court because it's important. So we have quite a few conference dates that were set this past September 26th. So we will be announcing them in a couple of weeks. But we will let you all know, those impacted. We will email you. Rudy Medrano, you were docketed at the Supreme Court on September 15th coming out of the CCA. Gustavo Sandoval, you were docketed at the Supreme Court on September 20th, coming out of the CCA. Milton Gobert, on September 14th, the Fifth Circuit took no action for your petition for rehearing because the time for filing a rehearing had expired. Eric Williams, on September 18th, the director filed an objection for your motion for discovery. On September 22nd, the director filed an objection for your motion to stay the proceedings. And on September 26th, you replied all to the district court. Amos Wells, on September 18th, you filed a motion to stay proceedings to correct state court record with brief in support at the district court. Carlos Ayestas, on September 18th, Magistrate Judge Christina Bryan overruled the state's objections to your discovery request based on Judge Sim Lake's previous rulings. And of course, Bobby Lumpkin just jumped on in and objected on September the 25th. Brian Suniga, on September 25th, the state's court ordered response in opposition to your motion for discovery was filed. Obel Cruz Garcia, on September 25th, Judge Rosenthal dismissed your petition with prejudice. Cedric Ricks, on September 26th, Judge Reed O'Connor ordered that all relief requested is denied. Your amended petition for federal habeas corpus is denied. This action is dismissed with prejudice. Aureli Escobar, on September 27th, the CCA denied habeas corpus relief. U.S. Petitan, on September 27th, the CCA denied habeas corpus relief. I do not believe he is back yet from bench warrant, but just in case he is. Scott Panetti, on September 27th, Judge Pittman found you're not competent to be executed. I don't know if that's really good news or not, but, well, it's good news not to be executed. But Juan Liscano, on September 28th, the order referred to the magistrate judge is withdrawn. Your second amended petition for federal relief is denied. Evidentiary hearing is denied. A COA is denied with prejudice. I was trying to hurry so you can have time.
Okay. I've got some birthdays. All right. October the 1st, Paul Story. October the 3rd, Patrick Murphy. October the 5th, Linda Carty. October the 7th, Isidro de la Cruz. October 21st, Chong Tong. October the 22nd, Victor Saldano. October 23rd, Mark Gonzalez. October 25th, Julius Murphy. October 26th, Joe Luna. October 30th, James Brodnix. October 31st, Britt Rutkowski.
Yay!
Yay. Hey, Britt. And October 31st, Charles Flores. That's not a lot of birthdays this month, but anyway, I've got a poem, and this is written by Will Spear, and it's called My Own Mind. My own mind betrays me. I sleep when I want to be awake. The drive is gone. The vigor of life is withered. I was in a bubble floating through the day. Now I can't find the energy to make my way. I cannot say I'm sad, but I'm sure not glad. For the past has numbed me, or does my own mind betray me? Broke and shattered, I once was my heart merely tumbles like a house of cards. To see the pieces I once was broken and shattered. Here I lay, there I lay, my joy and happiness spilled every which way. Yet I hold on to my love, for in love I hope, or does my own mind betray me? That's beautiful, Will, and we are praying that you do not get executed, as well as Jedediah and all you other guys. We want y'all to live, so we can enjoy visiting with you and seeing you for how long you're there. And then we've got not birthdays, but these are execution dates. Stephen Moody, 440 Stephen Moody, September the 16th. Jesse Gutierrez, September 16th, 1994. William Murray, September 17th, 2008. Lisa Coleman, September 17th, 2014. Jesse Patrick, September 17th, 2002. Joe Gonzalez Jr., September 18th, 1996. James Knox, September 18th, 2001. Ron Schamberger, September 18th, 2002. Robert Garza, September 19th, 2013. James Russell, September 19th, 1991. Carl Johnson, September 19th, 1995. Clifford Kimmel, September 20th, 2007. Robert Harris, September 20th, 2012. James Pastor, September 20th, 1989. George Lott, September 20th, 1994. Andrew Flores, September 21st, 2004. Lawrence Brewer, September 21st, 2011. Richard Smith, September 21st, 1999. Christopher Coleman, September 22nd, 2009. James DeMouchet, September 22nd, 1992. Jessel Turner, September 22nd, 1997. David Castillo, September 23rd, 1998. Rex Mays, September 24th, 2002. Calvin King, September 25th, 2002. Michael Richard, September 25th, 2007. Cleve Foster, September 25th, 2012. Robert Spark, September 25th, 2019. Benjamin Stone, September 25th, 1997. Arturo Diaz, September 26, 2013. Troy Clark, September 26, 2018. Daniel Acker, September 27, 2018. Ricky McGinn, September 27, 2000. Antonio Bonham, September 28, 1993. Rick Rhodes, September 28, 2021. And John Cochran, September the 30th, 1997. I remember a lot of the names I don't remember because it was before my time.
Yeah, but a lot of the names,
yes,
we all remember. In fact, Joy and I were talking specifically about a few of them Arturo, and of course, Cleve Foster, and his nickname was Sarge. She worked very hard on his case. It's been we've been working for years, and so we've gotten to know a lot of these people, and people tend to forget that they are humans.
Yes.
And I think a lot of people tend to forget that everyone who's working again to end the death penalty, everyone on death row, everyone in prison, we all are human beings, and everyone has feelings. Although sometimes I question if some people do. I question this quite a few times, but Linda and I want to thank everyone who sent us birthday cards, birthday messages. Everyone has been so incredible this month to us for our birthdays, and we can't thank y'all enough.
I know it's I don't want to get any older, really, but I do because I want to live.
The alternatives.
I know.
Not good. But we've had an incredible month.
Yes.
I moved into a new place, and new experiences, and apparently I am very I can dance really well. Linda has proof of it on her phone.
I just wonder who sent that to me. Who really sent that to me?
Someone sent her. It's a video clip of me doing a dance, and it's not me. It's not me, because everyone knows that I cannot do that. I cannot dance. I have a cane. I can. But it's funny. Anyway, we just want to thank everyone who cares and wished us a happy birthday. And everyone needs to remember that we all need to work together.
Right.
And this bickering back and forth is doing nothing but hurting other people. Like we were talking earlier, if we all just work together.
Right.
I mean, can you imagine what we could do? I mean,
well, I can't imagine how this person must lay awake every night thinking of what they can do this next week to us.
Lonely. They must be very lonely. But Javier is singing into the mic. But big shout out. I want to give a big shout out to the Estelle unit, because they are dealing with some really horrible food right now. I know every unit is dealing with horrible food, but when someone reaches out to me like this person did, good God. Something, and I'm on the bandwagon. I'm here to make some noise, but everyone listening, get your people to make some noise too. Because we can't do it alone. We need some people to do it with us. And yes, Javier is pushing his fist up. That's right. We did. And it seems we have a caller on after we go on the... Is it time to play the break song? No? I still have a moment to continue griping. Okay, so Estelle unit, people get together, complain about the food. I know some units have gone up. Gib Lewis came up today from lockdown. I've heard several other units are coming up. I don't believe that units are going to go right back on lockdown after this long lockdown. They are threatening to go right back on lockdown. I don't think they will. But, who am I? I'm just a death row angel and a host of the prison show who can't dance, okay?
You don't know how to dance?
I do. I just can't physically do it right now. But I know what cockroach dander is now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's right. And Frank Gill, when did I interview someone from Batman? I need the Batman cast. When did I do?
Yeah, we're confused about that.
David, he wants you to replay the interview with Batman. I need to understand what interview this was. Do you know what that was? David's walking around. Okay,
I can't hear you because Javier's got his mic on, so it turns the speakers off, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh.
Well, we're trying to figure out what the letter was about. Because we don't remember the...
Frank Gill said that I interviewed someone named Harvey Dent with Batman.
Yeah.
Harvey Dent, I think it is.
Dent.
Yeah, Harvey Dent.
That's Two-Face, but yeah, I don't think we did interview anybody like that. He must have been listening to a different show.
No, he said I did a really great job, and I tend to believe I did. So
yeah, you did a great job. But Harvey Dent is Two-Face, and he's a fictional character from Batman, so we never did the interview with Harvey Dent.
I think that he was referring to the, Linda said, the clip that you played of the board meeting.
Oh, yeah. You did a great job whenever you did that, but I don't know what the
whenever I did that. Nothing else, just that.
You did. Gloria did a great job, too, but I mean, I don't know where Harvey Dent comes into play at.
He was insinuating that I am Catwoman. I shall hiss at you. Now are you going to play the break song? See?
You've been walking the same old road for miles and miles. You've been hearing the same old voice tell the same old lies. If you're trying to feel the same old holes inside, there's a better life. Oh, there's a better life. You got pain.
if you're now tuning into KPFT Houston.
Okay. You didn't warn me. What's up with that? Okay, I'm going to go.
Isn't that what that light's for up there?
You know, I've about had it with you.
That was him. That was all him.
Where do you want me?
Okay, we're going to go line 1, Zayden. Hi, Zayden.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Do you want to talk to your dad?
Yes.
Okay, well, go ahead.
Hi, Tata. I love you. See you soon. Keep your head up.
What's your dad's
I'm
name?
praying for you.
What's your dad's name?
Markello.
Okay, what prison is he at?
Livingston.
Livingston at Polunsky?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I'm sure he's got a big smile on his face.
Okay, this is his grandma, Carol. I'm calling to let him know that we love him, that he's not alone, and we're praying for him.
All right, thank you. That's so sweet. Do you want to say anything else? You have 3 minutes.
I started singing at church, and we're feeding the homeless.
Oh, that's awesome. You want to sing a song to your dad?
No.
No.
Just to let him know we're feeding the homeless downtown here in town. In Odessa, Texas, that's where we're calling from. And to let him know that we're praying for him. We're praying for him that he's not alone. That as long as I live, Grandma will be here for you, mijo, okay? Grandma loves you, and I'm praying for you. I know you'll be coming home soon, so stay strong. Ava, your kids are doing good. Ava and Zayden are doing okay. And they love you and miss you. I hope to see you soon. Okay, Markello, you're not alone, mijo. We love you.
Okay, well, thank you. Y'all have a good weekend.
You too. Y'all have a blessed day. All the guys in there, God is in control of all the guys in there.
Yes, he is.
Just have faith in God. We do have a lot of faith in God, and He's in control. Because only He can judge us. Okay? Love you, y'all. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. Clinton, how you doing, Clinton?
Oh, I'm blessed by the best.
Okay. Go ahead. I know what you want to talk about.
Just a little bit of this or that, right? We give a shout out to where's the story? Zilla, Pippa G, Randy, T. Irvin, Baco. On and on and on, right? Just, I could carry on. Yeah, I filed that lawsuit, and it was right before the deadline. I was kind of waiting on it, because I didn't know how my case was going to resolve. But I went ahead and did it because, what else could they do to me besides what they're already doing? And so we'll see how it turns out. There's currently a case in the Supreme Court. I think they issued a ruling on it, though, related to for those that are from Midland and had issues with the prosecutor working with the judges. There's a case in the Supreme Court. I forget the name. I think it's Said. Yeah, Said versus I'll figure it out, and I'll send it to you so that if you know anybody from Midland or whatever, you can let them know. There's previously people who've been sued that filed suit, but they lost. That's Mohsin Said, Mohsin Syed is the name of the guy still in Midland. Well, excuse me. I've been working on that. He didn't sue Midland. He filed the appeal because they denied him on relief about the prosecutor working for the judge. In another case, they filed a lawsuit. She lost, but her conviction wasn't overturned. The difference was my conviction was overturned, so I should get more traction than the previous lawsuit. Other than that, though, really just working my life away and dealing with the usual harassment from the prosecutors. They're trying to, once again, revoke my bond. They said that I traveled to places without permission, which, I mean, that could be a bond violation, you know. The only problem was they didn't ask my PO if I had permission to go to those places. I did have permission to go to those places. They filed a motion saying that to revoke my bond, saying I was traveling without permission and that I was communicating with people in prison. And the communication that they cited was me telling people when they get out to get their life together. I help them get a car, a job, et cetera, but to stay off of drugs and things like that. So basically me mentoring to somebody in jail makes me a threat to society. But it is what it is, you know. I mean, this is like the fourth time they tried to violate my bond. So we'll see how it turns out. But other than that, I mean, it's just, like I said, the usual story of my life. Is Pulaski still on lockdown?
Yeah, it is. As far as we know.
Yeah, they come up the 10th of October, supposedly, because they let us book visits for the 10th and the 12th at Pulaski, so, for the death row.
So they canceled death row's visitation, too?
Oh, yeah. All of our visits were canceled in September.
Dang.
Well, supposedly some of the special visits could have taken place, but they didn't bother to tell us that.
No, they didn't tell anybody. They called Nadine and wanted to know why she wasn't here to see Eugene because she had booked a visit. Well, you know, they said all the visits were canceled, and none of us knew that they were letting the people from overseas still come. So, you know, she canceled her trip and everything, thinking that she couldn't come.
It's a cluster, I tell you.
Yeah, it really is, right? Yeah. You know, another interesting note was that I finally got my education stuff lined out, so I was planning on starting college because I was offered a free ride to law school.
Woo!
So,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I had to pay to get my bachelor's, and so I was like, well, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and go for that, right? I was willing to wait till my situation was resolved, but I was like, man, this could drag on and on and on, and who knows how it ends. So I'm just gonna, you know, live my life to the fullest, in perfectly legitimate and legal manner.
Are you still in the oil industry or not?
Oh, yes, ma'am. That's why I'm so, like, mentally exhausted, because I got called in on my week off. I wasn't expecting that, you know, but they needed me, so I showed up. But, yeah, I want to go to law school, like I checked. I just realized, man, it's just talking to those people, there's only so much you can do, right? And so I've always had an interest in the law. Like, people that was around me that I knew when I left, I had about a 6-foot stack of law books. I used to read law books like people read John Grisham. And plus, I mean, who can pass up a free ride to law school? You know, it's kind of once in a lifetime. Yeah, yes, man, once in a lifetime opportunity. When is the next execution date?
Jedediah's is on October the 10th.
Jedediah. let me see if I'm working quick. October 10th. Yeah, I think my foundation is going to cover the cost of that show, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not certain. I don't know exactly. Something was briefly mentioned to me about it, but I'm going to try to call in at least, right? You know, I know Jebediah for a long time.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you, Clinton, and hope to
yeah,
hear from
yeah,
you
yeah.
again soon.
Oh, yeah, y'all take care, Ray.
Okay. Good luck to you.
Oh, yeah. All right, bro.
Bye. All right. Now let's get on over to Elizabeth. Hi, Elizabeth.
Hello.
How you doing, Elizabeth?
Oh, I'm doing okay. Just a little tired, but I'm alive.
Yeah, I hear you. So am I.
No, I'm just tired because I had to help my sister pack her stuff because she's moving. So, oh my God, I never want to move. Never. It's too much. It's too much moving. Putting all stuff in a box.
Yeah, I just went through that. It's a pain.
It's overwhelming. My God, what a person can accumulate in 10 years.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Well, anyway, it's nice to hear from everybody, and I just wanted to give a shout out to my baby, Mr. Isidro. Hi, mijo. I just want to tell you that we're doing okay. I'm a little exhausted, or should I say extremely exhausted. But I'm alive. I know that your phone's not working correctly, or your headsets, but hopefully they'll get you some soon. And your animal's fine. We have a new baby chicks that hatch, so I'm happy about that too, because we got little new members in the family. But Dad's here today, so he'll get to say hello to you. But I just want to tell you that everybody's doing okay, and we miss you. I hope to see you next month. Hopefully this lockdown will, get done and over with. But I really, really miss you. I miss seeing your smiling face. But just take care, and I hope you do receive your book soon. And I'll pass the phone to Dad. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Hey, mijo. I love you. And I guess we'll go see you over there this coming month. Talk to Lorenzo. He told me to tell you that he loves you and he's doing okay. And hope you get your telephone fixed. Your tia Suela said hi and she loves you. Well, everybody over there. But either way, the girls too. I just talked to Lily a little while ago, and she told me to tell you hi, and she loves you. Talk to your Tio Mike. He said if I talk to you or send you a message, tell you hi, and they're gonna go see you one of these days as soon as everything gets settled. But anyway, mijo, I love you and good night. And we'll see you next month, hopefully. Bye, mijo. Good night.
Good night, my baby. I love you. Thank you, everybody. Stay safe.
Thank you, Elizabeth. All right. Line 3, Anjanette. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Dani. How are you?
I am doing good, and I
You
need
sound good.
to tell you that video was excellent.
Yeah, they did a great job. Yeah. He's seen it today. He had a legal visit today, and they showed it to him.
That is
Yeah.
great. That is
I
great.
know. He was a little taken back. I don't know if you remember that picture of him and his mom. I was like, how old were you on that picture?
He looks
Did you
young.
remember? He looked very young, right?
Yes, very young. How old was he?
I think we kind of guesstimated he was probably in his early 20s. Yeah, like maybe 20, 21, 22.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Such long ago. Oh my God, I don't want to cry.
Yeah, because then you're going to make me cry. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I know. So I have a big shout out to my love, Big Will, on Life Row at Polunsky. I have to sing him happy birthday, you guys. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Big Will and Linda. Happy birthday to you. You know, may the Lord continue to bless you, but you both. And you're welcome, Linda. You know, Will wanted to wish you a very happy birthday. You know, he loves you dearly.
I know.
So happy birthday.
I registered my phone. Did he try to call me?
I don't think so. Well, now he's listening, so now he knows. He'll call you tomorrow.
Okay, I wondered if it showed up because, you know, they said it was registered, but then sometimes it says that and it's not. So.
Yeah. It took me so many months, you guys. It took me months and months for me to be registered for him to call me. Months.
It's hard. Sometimes it's very hard for Death Row to get them registered. Ask T. Irvin. Good God. It was horrible.
No, so it took me months, and then we were registered, and then for some reason it kicked me out.
That's what it did to me on several.
Yeah, it's done that to us too.
I'm like, what? Yeah, it was so crazy. But definitely want to sing him happy birthday, and happy birthday from Will to you, Linda.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And happy birthday to you too, Will.
Yes.
Happy birthday.
Baby. You know what, Dani? And then it was your birthday, right?
Yes, it was last week.
Okay. Yeah, everyone's birthday's in September. My kid's birthday's September, too. Both my kids.
Everybody was busy. Our parents were busy in January.
They were.
Yeah.
New Year's Eve, hi.
They rang it in right.
Yes.
Yeah, it really has been a crazy, crazy year. But let me get to my shout out. I don't want to take too much time. Baby, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. You better be ready for me. I'm thinking about you, my love. I'm always thinking about you. You know, babe, I get caught in these moments where I'm like, you know, I love this person so much and we're in love and it's so intense and it's sometimes I feel it's like at its full capacity, right? You know, but then we have these conversations like we did tonight and, you know, we're so intimate with each other and you know, I'm being myself and you're being yourself and it really is in these moments where we both find ourselves like surpassing the love, you know, all the love that we thought we had to give, you know, because there's more and there's more and there's more and every day, my love, every day I fall in love with you over and over again and I want more, you know, I want more and more and I'm going to tire you out, baby. I'm going to tire you out. But, you know, you guys all know Will's smile. You know, you guys on Life Row know Will's smile. You know, that alone, it does it for me. It really does. You know, to know Will is to love him, you know. Baby, you have a really big heart and you wear your heart on your sleeve and sometimes that gets you in trouble. But, you know, you never stop being who you are and that's what I love about you. You know, the realness, you're authentic, you're genuine. I mean, don't get me wrong, you know, Will's no angel, right? We all have a past and you know, I will never forget the time. There's a story that was told to me. I think it was the second time that I went up there to see Will. I don't want to say who, and I don't want to elaborate on the story, but, you know, they're telling me this crazy story, and I'm just like, no, man, like, not Will, like, no, you know, I couldn't believe it, you know, because I don't know that person, you know, I don't know the person that you speak of, you know, and I'm sure, you know, it's a true story, you know, again, we all have a past, but, you know, who you are today, baby, and what you've overcome, you know, that's the breakthrough right there, you know, that's what matters, who you are today and how you've changed and how it has inspired others, and Will's the light. You're a light, baby, and I'm your girl, and I'll always be your girl. Last time I was going into tune, I was singing a song, and then you guys hung up on me. So I wanted to sing a little bit of a song. It's an oldie but a goodie. So really quick. Always and forever, each moment with you. It's just like a dream to me that somehow came true. And I know tomorrow will still be the same, 'cause we've got a life of love that won't ever change. And every day you love me your own special way, melt all my heart away with your smile. Take time to tell me you really care, and we'll share tomorrow together. I'll always love you forever. Love that song. So really quick, I do have some shout-outs for a special shout-out for Moses Mendoza, Mo, Bethel, Crazy J, Jedediah, Woody, Devo, Eric, Blaine, and Kangaroo. All these guys are on Life Row. And before I forget, also really quick, I believe, Dani, that it was shared on the prison show. You guys reposted the petition for Will's life. Please, everyone listening, the guys that are listening, tell your family members, check that out. Please take the time to sign. And, we need as many signatures as possible. So, he'd appreciate that. I am going to catch up on my Big Brother. I love that show. And I'm going to start my weekend letter to you, my love. I love you. I love you. I love you. You had me from hello. I love you. I love you. I love you madly. I cannot wait to see you. Cannot wait to see your face tomorrow. Have a good night. God bless. We're praying, my love. We're praying. Pray, pray, pray. I love you. And Dani and Linda and David and I think Javier is the name. You guys all have a good night. You guys take care. Have a good night, you guys. God bless.
God bless. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wow. That's what it looks like when Linda does. All right. Anna, or Manuela. Ooh, Manuela. Hey, girl.
Hi, girls. Hi, guys. How you doing today?
Doing good. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm fine. Thank you so much. Nice to see you. Nice to hear you. And for the first... Hi. And for the first... happy birthday, dear Linda. All the best from my heart. I love you and I miss you. And I hope for you many, many, many special days again.
Thank you very much.
I miss you. You're welcome, baby.
I miss you too. I can't wait till you come.
Yes, I can't wait too. I hope and pray that everything will go well with my trip. So, and now, a big kiss to Dani.
Oh, hey. Mwah.
And now I want to make my shout out to my special love, my dream husband, Robert Robertson on Death Row, Polanski unit. Hi, my love. I hope you are well. And I want you to know I'm always thinking about you, but you know this. Many, many big hugs, blessings, and prayers from the German part of your family. Everybody is fine this week. Nobody is sick. My love, I'm so very grateful, honored, blessed and proud and happy to have you in my life. You are the best whatever happened to me. I'm all yours and only yours, and I always and forever will be for the rest of my life. You are the only one I want in my life, and since you are in my life, it's brighten up. It's a better place in this world because you are there, and I never want to lose you. Well, you asked me in your message if I got your 4 messages from today. Yes, I did. And every word from you, my love, gives me strength and hope. And I can feel your love in every word you say. We will never give up hoping, believing, trusting, and praying for our big wish, for our big miracle from heaven, my love. I will never give up on you, because I love you from here to eternity, forever and today. Today more than yesterday and tomorrow more than today. I'm so very proud of you, my love. You are so very strong, amazing, and never forget that you mean so very precious and special to me and for me. You mean the world for me because you are my world. And you are my life, baby. Good night, my heart. Sleep good, sleep well, and many blessed and sweet dreams, my love. Good night, baby. I love you. Bye-bye, guys. Have a great weekend.
Bye, Manuela. You have a great weekend, too. I was starting to get jealous there. Give me some kisses. Mwah. Have a great weekend, girl.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Oh, woof. Man. All right. I know. Hey, Anna, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for taking my call.
Thank you for calling. You have a shout out?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. This is the first time I call, and I'm kind of nervous, but I'm very happy that I found you. I found you through Tifa on Facebook, and I said, okay, I'm going to listen to them, and I'm you put a smile in my face, and I said, yes, I want to do that. I want to call. And even though my English might not be good or if you don't understand something, I'm sorry. But yes, I want to do that. I want to give a shout out. Is that how you say it? Shout out?
That's exactly how you say it. Who do you want to give a shout out to?
To Coffee Unit. I'm going to tell everybody in there that my heart is with them, my prayers. Every night since we started in this system, my brother has been in Caulfield for a few years, and every night, there's no night when I go to bed that I don't think about everybody and pray to God for them. And I want to tell him that I'm with them, not only Caulfield, every unit in Texas, and but especially my brother, Juan Carlos Garcia. And but this time, I like to say this shout out to everybody because they're going through hard time. I know it's hard already just being there, but right now, with this lockdown and that they've been there, it's been for a while, and all these food problems they have and everything. And I want to tell them that I'm praying every night. I pray for them, for every one of them. My brother has some people that he calls them his brothers in Jesus Christ, and especially for them, if somebody's listening, I don't remember their names at this moment. like I tell you, this is the first time I call, and I'm kind of nervous. And but I want to tell them that I'm praying for them, that my heart goes to them, and that in Jesus Christ I love them just as much that I know that my brother loves them, because he tells me every time we talk, and he tells me how much he cares. He loves his brothers in Jesus Christ. And I just want to tell them that I pray for each one of them, for each one of the families that are going through this, and that we have you have somebody that is always thinking of everybody, of each one of you all. I want to thank you all for this show, for the opportunity that you're giving us to send this message to our loved ones. And I want to thank my brother, again, Juan Carlos Garcia, for being the person that he is, for being so strong, and for giving me that strength that makes me feel always that everything is going to be okay, for everything that he goes through, and that even though I know it's hard, he gives me the good face to all this. He gives me the good side, never the bad side. That he's very strong, and I know all this strength comes because of the love he has for Jesus Christ. And I just want to tell him that I'm proud of him and that I love him. Right now, at this moment, I am in Mexico because my dad and my brother, they have been having some health issues. And so I came here, but so I haven't been able to see him. But anyways, they got him on lockdown, so it's gonna take a little while still in order for me to see him. But as soon as I go back to Texas, and that as soon as they open, I will be there to give him a big hug and to tell him how much I love him. But if he's listening to me at this moment, I just want him to let him know that we are okay, that God is good always, that my brother and my dad are doing better every time he's there. I see them every day a lot better, that I know he's praying for us as well, and we are praying for him too. Everybody, his family is sending him hugs, and we all tell him that we love him, that we love you, my brother. We love you a lot, Manito. You know how much I love you. You know how much your family loves you. I just want you to know that and to always think about that. I know it's hard times right now, but everything is okay in here. And I send you a big hug, and God bless you, and God bless every one of you all listening. God bless you, and I send you a hug, and I send you all the love in Jesus Christ. And I thank you all for this show. I thank you very much for letting me speak and for being patient. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Anna.
You have a wonderful night. Thank you.
You too. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Okay, Caitlin.
This is a shout out for Beto Garza in Polunsky. Hey boo, how are you? I hope that there is a smile on your face and that you're in good health, spirits, and that you are staying safe. As for me, all is going good. At the moment, I am in work and I am just about to start the shift. Yeah, so far things I'm coming into are pretty good, and everyone is chilled out and happy and smiling, which is always a good thing. Daytona is at home. She is snuggled up in her blankies. And Buddy is doing good. And I'm going up to Buddy tomorrow. And I will give him some carrots from you. So, yeah, please know that you mean the world to me. And that you are forever in my heart, thoughts and prayers. And that I'm sending you hugs and kisses. Good night, sweet dreams, and please stay safe. And for everybody at the prison show, a big, big thank you for making this happen.
Now we've got Clarence.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Assalamu alaikum. In English, it's a blessing from God, the benevolent and most merciful. I'd like to say, I think about all you brothers. I'm sorry I haven't called in a long time, but for this medication, man, they got me on about 27 pills a day and 2 shots. So I'm taking it one day at a time, man. Lord, I'll never forget you brothers, man. I think about y'all all the time, you know. And I'm kind of sad because y'all, the whole system is on lockdown. But I'm on hot side you tonight. I just finished me a bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken, and I chased it with a cold Budweiser, so I'm doing all right. I hope all y'all are doing well. Y'all looking out for each other, man. Y'all take care of each other, man, regardless of who you may be. Look out for each other. Lord, I love all you brothers. And all y'all at the studio and at the program, Lord, I'm thinking about y'all too. Glad to tell all y'all hello, and I'm sorry I haven't called in a while, but man, this medication keep me knocked out. But today I didn't take none, so that's why I drank a cold Budweiser and ate a bunch of chicken. And I want you to know that I'm thinking about you brothers, man. Y'all take care. Love all you brothers, man. And I've been offered a position with the NAACP here as a spokesman. But I'm going to hold up on that. I've also been offered to do several lectures at the colleges on criminal psychology, so I think that's what I'm going to take. By the time I put these degrees to work, and they used to be sitting on them for nothing. So, y'all get in school or get in a trade and try to do something for yourself, man. Because there's plenty of opportunities out here. And they got jobs by the bunches out here. Ain't no such thing you can't get a job. You can get a job. So, hope all y'all doing well. Hope your family's doing well and everything. Y'all take care and know that I love you brothers, man. Captain, give me a call whenever you get a chance sometime this weekend or next week. And all y'all be careful. I'm hoping to be in Houston within the next couple of weeks. I got to talk to somebody before they put me on TV here behind my case. Y'all take care. And I'm going to try to still take it one day at a time. Much love. Thank you. Hello?
Thank you, Clarence.
Yes, thank you.
All right.
All right, now we have Mike.
Hello, this is Mysterious Mike doing his shout-outs for the prison show. I'd like to do some shout-outs to the guys at Texas, Jamie Cuppett, Stephen Russell, Guy Alexander, Stephen McGee. Michelle and Lucy want me to do shout-out for Paul, shout-out to Yovan, shout-out to Matt, shout-out to Oz, shout-out to Thomas, shout-out to Edward Reeves, Adam Wilkerson, shout-out to Bill R. Sims, special shout-out to Clarence Lee Bowman, Jamin Lee Cart, and some more shout-outs to the prisoners. Shout-out to David Carr. And you can continue to write to Mysterious Mike in care of David Collingsworth. And happy St. Michael's Day to everyone. Today's the feast of St. Michael's. And now back to the historic prison show.
Okay, Edward on line 1. Hey,
Hello.
Edward. Hey, Edward, you were popular this week.
Oh, yeah. Well, thanks. I don't know if that's a good thing, but, you know. Well, right now I am on a date, but I had to tell her I had to step out for a little bit because I had to call the prison show.
Well,
You don't have to understand it, but I do. She don't have to understand it. That's all right. She don't understand it, but I want to call the prison show. She can wait a little bit while I call y'all and give my shout-outs to everybody. And, you know, I've had the past couple of days to think and pray. And, you know, I want to say, first off, Mr. Spear, your video was inspiring, sir. It made me cry. It made me pray. And, you know, I saw it as, like, a way of forgiveness. It's amazing what we can do, you know. And I was thinking about, even in life, like a bad case of booze, a bad case of people, and a bad combination, you know, and any one of us could land up on Texas death row, you know. And I am personally 100%, 1,000% against the death penalty across the board. And I hope those people that are involved in this, at the people that have dates, the people who are involved with writing down, you know, putting their names on the paper, the death warrants and all that, why don't y'all take a day off between 6 and 12 o'clock when those warrants? Put the pen down. Go play some golf. Go do something else, you know? Go take a couple hours off. But don't put your name on that paper and kill another human being. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you.
And
we've wished
Mr.
that.
Spear, and I really do, and I want us to end the death penalty. And I was thinking, you know, we're going to be there. We can be there in the chamber, or we can be there on the sidelines at the Walls unit, or we can be on the internet or even on the phone talking. We're going to let people know we don't believe in killing, and killing is wrong. It solves nothing. It does nothing it doesn't make the world a safer place. It just shows us how cruel. We're just as bad as anyone else. I don't feel any safer after an execution. I never have.
No, we don't. We're not safer.
We're not savages. We don't need to be monsters. Even if there are monsters, we aren't monsters. Just because someone rapes, we don't rape. Just because someone kills, we don't kill. I love my state, but I don't like what we do to these people. And they're not just people, they're human beings. And I think we forget that. The media makes these people look like monsters and evil folk. They're human, just like you and I. They bleed, they cry, they hurt. They have families that call into the show and tell us they love them. They're still human beings. Don't look at these people in prison as they're monsters. They're good individuals. They made a few bad decisions. It could happen to any one of us.
It sure could.
I am so thankful. And the words I've been thinking about lately are just carpe diem, especially the men on life row. Seize the day, seize the moment, because we don't know how long we're going to be here. But also on the flip side, I don't like the fact that my state is doing premeditated murder for 4 people that have, I don't want to say dates, but situations on certain days. I don't like that. I think it's premeditated murder, letting them know it, you know, hey, we're going to kill you on this day. That's premeditated murder across the board. We're better than that.
We are better than that. And Edward, I'm sorry, we have 5 people hold. No, you're good. You're good. I get on a roll too, but we look forward to your call every week.
I'll tell you how my date goes next week. All right?
Please do. Please do.
Yeah, right.
Give her our best.
Y'all take it easy. Great night. Peace, everybody.
Peace. All right.
Now we've got Stacy.
Yeah.
This is to my husband's Sporty Black at Wainwright unit. Hey, baby love. Happy born day. Man, it's been a busy day today. B-I-Z-Z-Y, busy. Yeah, I haven't even been able to read our Snelly yet. I got yesterday. What's important is we got the political post on and email to the various reporters. Surprisingly, getting the emails of the reporters were smooth. In the article, we called out some politicians, and boo, we got feedback. Yup. Let's speak on it with our whispers. Anyway, it's a nice day here. The temperatures are bearable. The girls are doing good. I trust they came with the shakedown and it's over with. Yeah, I'm speaking on all of this, but it's your born day, and I trust you heard from me. And the e-note I'd sent out PM, Boo, it's just letting you know all is well. Like I said, the girls are behaving, and we're wishing you a happy birthday. You know you got me, and I'm all yours. I love you, Sporty. Mwah. Take care, baby. I love you, Boo. Mwah. I'm yours.
All right, Ava.
Hello.
Hey,
Hello.
Ava. Go ahead, Ava.
We wanted to send a shout out to Mo and Dominic, and this is Ava, and she wanted to say a shout out to her dad first.
I love you. Make sure you're safe. Love you, boy.
And know that we pray for you every night.
We non-stop pray for you.
And Theo.
And Theo.
And don't forget to pray and know that we love you, and we are receiving all your messages, and I can't wait for Monday to get the rest of the messages. I love you, boy.
Love you, boy.
Thank you, guys, and we appreciate everything you do for us. And I want to send a shout-out to both my sons, which is Dominic and Marcelo Flores. Mama loves you. Keep your heads up, and remember, never lose your faith. Good night. God bless you, and don't forget to pray. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great weekend.
Bye.
You, boy.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Now we have Miss Shirley.
Line 2. Hi, Miss Shirley. Okay, that's good, David. You hung up on him. Okay, go to Paula, line 3. I don't know what you got going on line 1. Hey, Paula.
How are y'all?
Doing good.
Oh, well, I'm late for my date tonight with him, so thank y'all for taking me. I have a shout out for Bobby Woods at the Vance unit. I love him, and I love you so much, and I'm proud of you, and I hope everything goes good within the next week or two. And he told me to tell his son, Bobby Jr. at Polunsky unit, that he loves him and to keep his head high. And I actually made our hot date tonight on the radio. And all right, love you, baby. Hugs and kisses. And thank y'all for everything.
Thank you. Have a great weekend.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. I guess Elizabeth on line 4. Hi, Elizabeth.
Hello. Hi. Thanks for getting me on. I was so late. This is for Samuel Reynolds in the holiday unit and Alex and Pookie. I don't know if Pookie's on point and tested somebody to download the app so y'all could listen, but I just wanted to say hey, and I love y'all. And I was running late, had to get some cigarettes right when the Katy football game let out. And I'm fumbling around, and I look up, and behind me is a very large Katy police officer. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm just trying. I got to do a shout out to my guy. And he goes, Mr. Reynolds? Well, yeah. Well, look, you tell him that we said, I hope he's doing good. So the Katy police say a shout out too, baby. I love you.
Oh, okay.
Is that everything?
That's great. That's great. That was great. Thank you, Elizabeth. That's great. Thank you.
And the career recovery resources place, it not only helps people that are trying to reenter, but it'd be a good source for maybe some of us that have inmates that need some good counseling. I got counseling from there years ago, and they had some great groups and great counselors. It's a really good resource.
Well, thank you. Thank you. It is.
Yes, ma'am.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, thank y'all. And happy birthday to everybody who's all my fellow Libras.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yes, ma'am.
And now we have Shirley again.
Well, hello again, y'all.
Hi.
I call and do a shout out to Blaine. Hey, Blaine, love and miss you. And everyone here said to tell you that they love and miss you very much. Dani and all of them. Your sister went to sleep, and I can't find the baby's milk anywhere. I can't get her up, so I'm looking for milk. Imagine that. But anyway, we all love you, and happy birthday to anybody that has a birthday up there today or any time this month. And I will talk to you tomorrow, hopefully. And keep your head up, praying for you. I know you're praying for all of us too, and everyone else. And here's your nephew. He wants to say something.
Blaine, love you. Wish you luck. I'm going to see him soon. She's talking about. And Mama hopes to talk to you tomorrow. You better talk to her tomorrow. Love you.
Okay. Well, y'all have a good night. Have a good night, Blaine and everybody. And I will talk to y'all next week.
All right. Thank you, Miss Shirley.
Thank y'all.
Bye-bye. All right. Lydia on line 5.
Hi there. Had a hard time getting in today. That's good that people are calling again.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah, we're running.
Glad.
We're running short.
I know. I know. Well, I want to wish a happy birthday to William Spear and Miss Linda. Wish her a happy birthday. And tell my son that I love him. Keep his head up. And, mijo, we did go by Freddy's. Tia Rosa and I went over to Freddy's after we spoke. And it's a nice place. It's really a nice place right off of 3 Mile Line and Inspiration. You turn to the right on Inspiration, and it's a little plaza. We were there for a little bit, and Dani's there helping him out, believe it or not, but he's there. We were there, visited for maybe 25 minutes and left, but it's a nice place. And there's a beautiful moon out tonight, mijo. It's just gorgeous. And know that God is good, mijo. Okay? Saludo to all the guys, to Jedediah, Big Lou, Rudy, Juan, Eric, Blaine, Artie, Moises, Roderick, and Ivan. Know that you're thought of and in our prayers. And I want to wish everybody a good night. Some rest.
Good night, Lydia.
Okay?
Okay,
good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Okay, Brenda on line 1. Hi, Brenda.
Hi, Dani and Ms. Lydia. I'm a little nervous. Can y'all hear me there?
Yes. We can. We only have about a minute left.
Okay, that's good. I've been on hold for 45 minutes. I called back and Mr. David answered, so thank you.
Oh, God. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm glad people is calling as well. Anyhow, my shout out is for the memorial unit where I have my loving brother. A shout out for the inmates that are in medium custody. My brother's Aldo, also known as Mexican Twin. A shout out to his cellie.
Hi, Brenda. I'm
Hi.
so sorry. I didn't know that you were on the hold. I'm so sorry. I blame David.
No worries. And a shout out to my brother Celly. They call him Vato Loco. And so I'm a little nervous, but I talk to my brother pretty often, but it's nothing like hearing, your loved ones on the radio. And so I just want to tell you also that you and I know how long you've been gone, but know that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. You stand out a lot in my family. Just know that. Just so you know, my children and my parents miss you dearly, but we're so proud of you. Keep your head up.
and know that I'm always a phone call away from you, and I'm going to forever advocate for you, okay? By God's grace, we are standing strong, amen? You are my inspiration, and you are my sunshine. Keep your head up. I love you. And my daughter wants to say some words.
Okay, we
something
don't.
that
We
we're
actually
it's
don't
just-
have any
okay.
time. I'm sorry.
You don't have time, but just tell your uncle you love him.
I love you, Uncle.
Thank you, ladies.
I'm
and
sorry.
Happy birthday, Ms. Lydia and Dani. God bless y'all. Thank you for everything that y'all do for us.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Thank you.
Sure was. You very welcome. God bless y'all.
Bye-bye. All right, Amy. Amy, we just have about a minute.
Yes. Last week I was too short. This week I'll be even shorter. Flacco, I love you. I'm home. I'm getting your securest messages. You're not getting mine apparently, but ain't that the story of our life? Just know I love you, and I hope you sleep good. Thank y'all.
Thank you, Amy.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Wow, business was good tonight.
Yeah, that was a really good show.
Yeah.
Guys, I think Brenda said she was on hold for 45 minutes, but I think she was stuck in the loop because I didn't answer. Whenever I answered it, she says, "Oh, I've been on hold for 45 minutes," and I mean it was just ringing and the light was flashing. So that's something we discussed before. Whenever business is so good like that, you get stuck in that loop. And it's a internet phone. It's voice over IP.
But we want you to call. We want you to call.
Sometimes you have to just hang up and call back, which is you'd think that you could just stay in that loop, but Miss Linda had one last week that was stuck in the loop, and she couldn't even talk to him, so it just clogged up the whole line.
Yeah, so please continue to call us. We like business is good.
Yep. Hey, Dani, you've heard my speech about Converge. You want to give that tonight?
Please listen to Converge. It's techno music, and David likes to listen to it on his ride home. He really gets into it. And I can see him dancing all the way home in his truck.
Twerking
In his truck. From what I hear, he twerks in his truck all the way home. Javier enjoys that image. And also, we hope everyone has a great weekend because y'all want to hear me giving the adios. Have a great weekend.